to start the drive. This is Fant on the short completion. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Back to throw. Going right back to Fant. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down. Well, they told us that he was just going to be a bear to defend. And usually tight ends are, Charles, but he's no exception to that rule. His second catch of the opening possession, and it gets him a first down.
Yeah, and they certainly saw something on his earlier reception. He went back and reported what he found. And one of the things about him, he's like a wide receiver to me, Brandon. He has a great sense of space and understanding where defenders are.
Yeah, we talk all the time, Charles, and it kind of gets cliche about the hands that he has, but really it's the truth. They're, for a tight end, some of the best hands in the game. Second and 10. Now they'll change things around before the snap. Again, he'll drop to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 17-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Flushed out right. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. From 17 yards out. And the Seahawks are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. They'll start on the ground with Benson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Throwing now is Murray. That is caught downfield by Harrison. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. His first catch of the divisional round goes for a first down. He had 5 catches last week in their wild card win. In motion, Slayton. Murray flips this forward on a jet sweep. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Murray going to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
I don't think either one of us is surprised about who they just targeted on that one. I mean, they're going to try and get to him as much as possible. Off to a nice start, but unable to haul that one in.
Yeah, already looked his way a couple of times on this opening drive. Can't connect there. From the gun on third down, Murray. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. DeMarcus Lawrence with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7. That sack there, that likely brings out the field goal unit, so they might have to settle for 3 here on their opening drive.
They did some nice things, getting things started there, moving the ball downfield, but taking that sack on third down, it lets the air out of the momentum balloon just a little bit.
They're going for it. Hits Murray. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Cardinals unable to convert there on fourth down. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. Fighting through pressure. That is caught. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive. It comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 31-yard line. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now the first kick puts it on the carpet. It's out. Well, it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Do you remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Of course, he's coming off that monster game in their wild card victory, but that's his first catch here in the divisional round. To throw is Murray. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawks defense.
Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack.
And that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11.
Kyler going to give this to Benson.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
To throw, it's Murray.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Here's Murray. Being chased out left. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. From the gun, Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Michael Wilson
from 6 yards away.
And the Cardinals are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll line up with 4 receivers here on 3rd and 10.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to float this one deep right side. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to. The defender couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Play action. Now it's Murray. He'll buy some time right. Murray fighting. Lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. The extra point now coming from Myers. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they've got to be still reeling from the events of a moment ago. What a turn on that last play.
You're knocking on the door. You're about to take it in. You think you're going to get some points on the board. Instead, you cough it up and watch them take it the rest of the way to the opposite end zone. That's a 2-score swing that you just gave up.
Well, they have really gotten after him in this first half. He's been on the run throughout. And you can imagine he just might have some words for his linemen come halftime.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Escaping the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Now here's Jason Myers. He gets set for the Seahawk field goal. From the left hash, a 31-yard attempt. not going to get the kick off in time.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
Oh, a good return up past the 30.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. That last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Going for it. Here's Benson.
And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that he got the first down.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Now this thrown deep for Slayton.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. In motion, Slayton.
Shotgun now for Murray. Flush to his right. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the 1st half. Murray now to throw. He sets to fire deep.
Well, that's going to be incomplete.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway.
And he returns this to the 22.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And Charles, some things to like about that first half. Ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come back, continue to throw the ball effectively.
Dancing to his left. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there, because to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Murray. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside. Probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Now Murray. And his throw is incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain, or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Murray now.
Open man, here's Benson.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering, because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Murray.
A short one here, caught by McBride.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Now Murray sees something. He's going to change it up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Now a throw here out wide. He might be looking to throw this again.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Completes it to Fant on the right side. 7 yards there and a first down.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. That's going to be caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Noah Fant, 23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Seahawks are able to widen their advantage.
And that's a drive that makes everyone...
Shaking my head, fellas. I done made the nigga quit. My bad, chat. My bad.